Today's January 29th, today's quote is entitled, "The Most Valuable Assets." Having good relationship and communication skills based on spiritual understanding is one of the most valuable assets you can have, both for your spiritual progress and for the success of ISKCON. I was just recently with a devotee who used to work in a big corporation as a leader. And while we were talking, we were in Mayapur, and there was a leadership sangha going on. And I don't know if he was aware of it, so I told him, "Do you know about the leadership sangha?" He said no, but he began talking about leadership, and he said, most important quality of a leader is relationships. Because if you have good relationships, then people are inspired. So good relationships require communications. Communication does not only mean speaking, communication also means listening. Most people think communication means you need to speak clearly what you mean so that other people understand, which is true. But that's just a part of communication. There's so many other aspects. There's body language, there's intent, but there's also hearing and not speaking. That is also part of communication. So, because we exist within a society, it is incumbent upon us to learn relationship skills, or at least to learn how to better work with people, because we're always working with people. And the better we work with people, the more energized we become. And the more there's conflict, the more discouraged we become. So then we could say, well, certainly Maya will try to create conflict within our organization, because if she can create conflict, we will be very depressed, discouraged, frustrated, etc. And if we are, then the energy we put into spreading Krishna consciousness, or even the energy we put into sadhana, will decrease. Maybe we'll even stop. And so my experience is, wherever there are good relationships amongst devotees, especially devotees on the same team, there's always a lot of inspiration in that synergy. And wherever those teams are not working well, there's always a lot of discouragement, and especially a lot of apathy. So if, as individuals, we can learn to work better with one another, it will be more inspiring for us, and it will be more inspiring for the people we work with. So as a service to others, be a good communicator, be someone who's good with relationships. Even if you're not good, learn to be better, especially if you're going to take a leadership position. If you're not good in relationships, your success is going to be seriously minimized, and there's going to be a lot of people in your temple who are going to be very unhappy with you, because they can't really open up to you, they can't talk to you, they can't tell you what they feel, because you don't want to hear it, or they can't even communicate with you ideas for preaching because you're not interested. And that is not what a leader is. A leader is one who can listen to people. And when, as we said before, when people are listened to, they become happy, they become inspired. They become satisfied that they can express themselves. And then oftentimes it's the only way that they can really solve issues within themselves. Because they need to talk it out. They need someone to hear. So the idea of this quote is to encourage you to learn how to be a better friend, a better husband, better wife, better leader, better follower, better pal, whatever the situation is. Because that will help you, that will help them, and that will help the spreading of Krishna consciousness.